Hey everyone, thank you for listening to the Talk About Football podcast. This podcast is sponsored by the NFLWire.net. If you want to keep track with any NFL news during the week, they upload multiple articles a day about all the latest news around the NFL. So yesterday we missed our podcast. So today, this is our Wednesday podcast, but we're doing it on a Thursday. So 2 podcasts a week, and we thank you guys for listening. So let's dive right in to our pick for tonight, Chris.
So it is the Vikings versus the Redskins, and there ain't no way you're gonna go with the Redskins on this one.
No way. No, I got the Vikings winning 24-13. Even though Adam Thielen is out with a hamstring injury, I still see the Vikings winning.
The offense goes through Dalvin Cook anyway, so it doesn't even matter about Adam.
And Diggs too. So
yeah, but yeah, a lot of the the touchdown passes going towards Adam Thielen's going from play action from Dalvin Cook, so I feel like Dalvin Cook is
the Redskins don't have a chance. No.
So what's your score of this game?
I have the Vikings winning 24-13.
That's even a low-scoring game. I have 28-12. I have the Redskins and scoring a damn touchdown.
Well, very well could be.
And they will not because,
Yeah, they probably won't.
All right, man. So we're going to move right from our pick to the news. We got some news. So we have a few trades that happened. And we're going to start with the first one that happened on Monday morning when I checked my phone when I woke up, and Mohamed Sanu,
he gone.
Is now a Patriot.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, the Patriots just keep adding and adding and adding. I think the Falcons, though, I think that was a good trade because they're getting, I think, a second rounder.
They're getting a 2020 second rounder,
they're
which
going to
is
get a
really
2020
good.
second round draft pick, which is really good. So, yeah, the Patriots, let them add on, but the Falcons are going to try to, rebuild a little bit, and especially after this. Season's not over yet, but it's been disappointing so far for them. So, I think it's going to be, I think it's a good trade. To see
on
who
both
you got.
sides, I think it's a good trade on both sides.
Sanu's a great player.
Sanu's a fantastic player, but the reason why they really traded for Sanu in the first place was because of Josh Gordon. He just got put on IR.
Yeah, that's not good for the Patriots.
But then and now there's a possible release. Do you see him getting signed by picked up by anyone this year? Not playing for the year, but playing next year for a team.
San Francisco?
San Francisco traded for someone. They traded for Emmanuel Sanders.
What if he... I wish everyone could get... I wish San Francisco could get everyone.
Really?
Yeah, man. I love that team. I want them to win the Super Bowl.
You have San Fran winning?
Yeah, in the NFC. I do.
Or going to the Super Bowl?
I have them winning.
The Super Bowl
against
this Patriots team?
Mark my words.
Against this Patriots team, you feel like the 49ers
can who are win. The Patriots? All right, no, I'm just playing. But it's going to be San Fran and New England in the Super Bowl. Hopefully San Fran can pull it out. But
wow, that's a good prediction.
All you can do is hope.
But, we're going to move right into our next trade. And then this was Emmanuel Sanders. This guy traded to the 49ers later that day on Monday. It was Emmanuel Sanders and a 2020 fifth-round pick for going to the 49ers. And the Broncos got a 2020 got 2 2020 draft picks, a third and a fourth-round pick.
Dang,
so
bad.
They got a pretty good load. Emmanuel Sanders.
The Broncos are terrible.
Yeah. And then what happened was when he got traded, he came out and said there was a lot of miscommunication, I believe is the word that he used, from the front office, from the coaching staff to the coaching staff to the players.
That's a good word for that.
He could have said a lot of different things, but I know he used that word in that context and used it very well. He could have said it was a jacked up front office. It was a effed up front office. He could have said a bunch of things, but what he said was good, and I'm glad he's going to a team that could win something.
Yeah, I mean,
and this year or next year and the following years.
he's been on the Broncos for how long?
God.
What?
I know
6, 7.
I know he
years?
played for the Steelers before that, and then
I don't know. I just like being in that environment. It just brings you down.
it's that losing environment too. It feels like that team is okay with losing.
Yeah.
You know, another player that is on the trade block who's teams have not looked at was Chris Harris Jr. Chris Harris Jr. is a very good cornerback.
He's really good.
Who's on the trade block for the Broncos. But, you know, we're gonna move right into our next trade. The Lions gave away Daquan Diggs
I don't agree with that. I don't like that trade.
for a 5th round pick in
Terrible.
2020.
That's terrible.
And the Seahawks got a 7th round in 2021 also. For a starting safety. He's a starter. He was a starter on the Lions.
Yeah, he was a starter. That's not good. That's terrible.
If you guys haven't heard of this guy, last year, Sam Darnold's first game he's ever played in the NFL, his first pass he's ever threw was picked off by Diggs and taken for a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was a pick six, the first play of the game in what would you call that, 2018, 2019 season? Yeah, it'll be 2018. Yeah, yep. 2018, 2019.
I remember that. I was watching that game. I was laughing. I thought it was funny.
Because Sam Darnold had so much hype going in there, and he just got
Sam
picked
Darnold
off.
was like, hey, boom, picked off.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a pick six, too?
It was
a pick six. That was funny.
Well, now we got some Giants news. We got two things. Browns are interested into trading for Nate Solder. How do you feel about this? You know, because the Browns originally wanted to go get Trent Williams from the Redskins, but the Redskins said, nope, we're not going to trade him. We want to keep him, even though he hasn't played. For some reason, we want to keep him, and so they're going to go with Nate Solder. They're going to try to attack Nate Solder. How do you feel about this?
I don't know. I don't think you should keep him. I mean, I don't.
Are you talking about in the Giants?
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think that's the best decision.
Are you talking about for the Giants to keep him?
Yes.
Or are you? So I think it's a good decision. So are you saying that the Giants should try to trade him to the Browns?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm saying that.
Well, because also he has a monster contract, which they gave him in last year's offseason, and hasn't played for the potential that he should have been.
That's why.
You know, and
he's getting too much for not doing. He's not doing much. He's not impressing me, at least.
Yeah, you know, he's the left tackle. It's the most important position on the offensive line, and he is not showing up. Daniel Jones is getting. I've watched him,
and we went to the Bucs game.
Yeah.
Against the Giants.
Shaq Barrett was destroying.
Yeah, he got beat so much. Yeah, remember when Carl Nassib came off the end and absolutely obliterated Daniel Jones?
That was Nate Solder's man.
Yeah.
You know, but we're gonna start with the Giants for a second. The Giants signed linebacker -- defensive back Dion
Buchanan.
Dion Buchanan from.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pickup.
You know, I'm a Giants fan, and I may say I like all this pickups, but the one thing I would say is he will fit in the James Beckshire defense with James Beckshire, with Marcus Golden, who's rushing passer, who has 5 sacks this year, who has been very underrated for this defense this year, who has 5.5 sacks this year, and Antoine Bethea, who's playing safety, and now you have Dion Buchanan, who can play linebacker, who can play defensive back. Do you think the Giants defense can turn it around just a tad bit?
I do. I think they'll be better. I think Buchanan is a great pickup for the Giants. I really like him going there. I was hoping that he'd go there for a while now. I think he was a good fit for that defense. Now I think you guys have a good defensive player there. Do I think the Giants can turn it around?
No, I mean because the defense is playing horrendous.
Yeah, no. You're asking me if they could turn the defense around a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm saying a tad.
Yeah.
Not anything, because they're not any more special in the secondary.
But the one thing I'll say, Dion Buchanan brings Jabril Peppers has been playing linebacker. So now you move Jabril Peppers back into his normal strong safety position. Do you think bringing Deion Buchanan to linebacker helps out just a tad bit? He's a fast linebacker. He's not afraid to get his helmet dirty and hit somebody.
Yeah, I think
that's what I'm saying.
I think it'll help out the Giants defense more. Not a great amount, but more.
Yeah. So, going from there, the Lions running back Kerryon Johnson was placed on IR. Starting running back. For all you fantasy owners, you all are mad butthurt right now because he was
racking up the points,
bro.
man.
He was a second-round draft pick for all of you, and y'all just got. He's out for the rest of the season. He's an IR out unless the Lions magically make the playoffs. Which the Lions are good, but without Kerryon Johnson,
they're not making the playoffs.
But without Kerryon Johnson in that run game that he had, you ain't making the playoffs anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was staring at. I mean, it was so early, but the way the Lions have started playing in the beginning of the year, I was staring at maybe a little bit of a wild card.
Yeah.
But not anymore. I don't think so.
And
should have won that game in Green Bay. That turned it, and it was just I don't know. I just don't feel confident about the Lions.
And the Lions traded their safety to the Seahawks, and then they just now signed Marcus Gilchrist, veteran Marcus Gilchrist. Do you think that is an upgrade from what they had from Daquan Diggs before?
No. I think,
not at all, in my personal opinion.
Me either. I think Daquan Diggs, I really like Daquan Diggs. I loved watching him play. We're going to continue to watch him play on a different team. I don't think it gets any better.
Yeah, it's going to be – it's hard being a Lions fan because you had so many bad news just happen right before your eyes. You got a trade. You got really crappy – I think in return from a 5th-round pick, and then now you signed a veteran who you thought was going to be better than this. You trade your safety and you thought he was going to fill the gap that I don't feel like he's going to fit very well in. No. Then your running back is placed on IR. So being a Lions fan right now was really good at the beginning of this year, and I'm now by the end of this year.
Still love what Matt Patricia's doing with the team, though. Yeah, I think he's.
And I think they can still be.
They could be contenders, but the thing is that they're just not in that division. I know.
And we're gonna move right along. Here is gonna be our last two topics of the day. Both going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Marcel Darius for defensive tackle core injury.
Ooh.
Out for at least 4 to 6 weeks.
A core injury.
Yep.
So what? A helmet to the midsection.
Yep. So core injury out to 4 to 6 weeks. Do you think this defense is? Do you feel like this defense is depleting right before your very eyes?
I do. I think the Jags. I think their whole team's just going downhill.
AJ Boye is not playing to the performance as he should.
Especially that defense, like you just said.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's just pictures falling off a wall. You know what I mean? Like, no, like just falling off. I mean, this is huge for the Jaguars, and the last thing they needed was that.
So, and my last thing for you is, if you're building a team, who do you want? The legend himself, Gardner Minshew. Or do you want?
Why do you like this
bro?
guy
How
so
do you
much?
not like Gardner Minshew?
Okay, or what's my other option?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
You're choosing Nick Foles.
Yes, I'm choosing.
Explain. I want to hear this.
I mean, experience. I'm a big believer in experience, and I mean the.
Do you think Nick Foles has just
Gardner Minshew is not playing like a Teddy Bridgewater is right now.
But do you think Nick Foles is skill-wise better than Gardner Minshew?
I do.
No way.
Okay. All right. You know what?
No way.
Have your opinion.
You
can no way me all you want.
Bro, Gardner Minshew is the face of the franchise. But no, Nick Foles is going to be coming back.
Yeah.
From
he will
IR.
be playing. He will be playing. I'll make a bet with you right now. You want to write that down? Nick Foles will be back and playing.
I believe this is going to be week 8. So in the next couple of weeks, you could see Nick Foles back on the field, but he is going to be reinstated from the IR very soon. He'll be practicing with the team, getting second-team reps while Gardner Minshew gets first-team reps. Just want to say that right now.
Working himself back into the first-team reps.
But Gardner Minshew is still first-team reps.
No,
the legend
not for
himself.
long. The legend himself.
But here, you would not make a Gardner Minshew fan pack if he wasn't going to be.
Okay, they made a Fitzpatrick fan pack in Tampa, and look what he did. Terrible.
Bro,
look what he's doing now in Miami. It's Fitz tragic.
Bro, it's a Super Bowl contending team down in Miami right now.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's podcast. We thank you guys for listening. We thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be with you Saturday. Hope you guys can keep enjoying the podcast, and we thank you guys again. Make sure to go subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Spotify, and we'll see you Saturday. Thanks, guys.
And one thing I want to say is before we cut out is I'm going to be making a Stardom Stidham type fantasy thing. It's going to be
Make sure you guys tune into that.
Only on YouTube. So if you want to see it, if you're on the Spotify listeners, you got to go onto YouTube. Go subscribe to
Talking About Football podcast.
That's all you got to go do. Subscribe on YouTube, and it'll be all fantasy related. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a week, maybe a Tuesday, Thursday, while we're doing the podcast on Wednesday
and Saturday. Yeah.
And, so YouTube's going to have a lot of content, so make sure you guys subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy. And we'll see you guys on Saturday.
Yep. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you guys Saturday.
Peace, guys.